If I ask you who you are, you would probably tell me your name. But that's your name, not you. So who you are? Then you would probably point towards your body and say, "This is me." But that's not you either. That's your body. Now, if I ask you who you are without associating yourself with anything at all, who you really are, if there is no reference point, just you, who you really are if you cannot relate yourself to anything or anyone. Did you ever wonder about this? Well, in this video, let's try to understand who we really are. Hello everybody, my name is Parvez Alam. I am an author and a blogger. I run a personal growth blog by the name The Law of Life, A Key to Freedom. I've been writing for about 4 years now, but this is the first time that I'm sharing this information through a video. Well, I'm not really comfortable in front of a camera, but I've been practicing it lately, so I'm getting a little bit comfortable now. Anyway, I promised my readers that I would start a YouTube channel before my new book comes out. Well, the book is not complete yet, but it will be completed this year and published. Now, today I'm starting this YouTube channel and fulfilling my promise to my readers. So, if you like the information that I'm about to share with you, subscribe the channel and share the video. So, if you are not your body, your name, your work, your relationship with others, or anything you associate yourself with, then who you are, you are removed from everything you thought you were. In order to understand that, you have to understand how the reality unfolds and what is your role in it. So the standard model of reality says that reality is made up of matter. Everything in the universe is composed of tiny subatomic particles. However, this is not the best model of understanding of reality. According to the quantum model of reality, the fundamental building blocks of the universe are not particles. Rather, it is the field of energy, and the reality that we see and experience in our world are excitations in the field of energy. Think of it this way. The wave in the ocean are excitations in the ocean. It is part of the same ocean, but the excitation in its water makes it appear like the wave is separate from the ocean. So, the fundamental reality here is the ocean, not the wave. In the same manner, the field of energy is like the ocean, and the reality that we see and experience in our life is like the wave. Just like a wave is in a constant state of change, the reality is always changing. Now, everything you see and experience in your life is made up of this field of energy. Everything is an expression of this field, and everything is connected to everything else in the universe through this invisible field of energy. This field of energy that science is discovering now, the ancient people already knew it and called it the spirit. This spirit, or the field of energy, is expressing and manifesting itself into forms. It is expressing itself as galaxies, stars, moon, planets, animals, trees, human beings, and everything in the universe. Now, it has put a limit of its expression through all other forms of life. But when it came to expressing itself through human form, it did not limit itself. Instead, it gave us a free will and an access to infinite potential reality. The eternal spirit, or the field, has a consciousness of its own. It is aware of its being, and the intelligence of this field is beyond the comprehension of the human mind. You can see It's intelligence at work within you and all around you all the time. It is causing a seed to grow into a tree. It is causing the planets to rotate in a perfect order. It is causing your heart to beat in the rhythm it needs to beat in for you to be alive. Everything that you can see in nature, you can observe in it the presence of this great intelligence. This intelligence is always present and paying attention to and observing the entire universe into being. So, it is easy to understand that as everything is an expression of spirit, so are you. An expression of the spirit is the first thing that you are, without associating yourself with anything in your daily life. Now, the spirit is expressing itself as you through your body. This body is a vehicle that is spirit provided for you, so that you can have a human experience in this world. Now understand this. The intelligence of spirit is 100% evenly present in all places at all times. It means the great intelligence that brings the whole universe into being is present within your body. This intelligence in your body is commonly known as your subconscious mind. So, you came into this body and started driving it. You are not your body, neither you are the intelligence in your body. Rather, you are an individual identity that's driving your body. But this body is not a mechanical vehicle. Rather, it is a biological vehicle, just like we used to have horses in the old time. So, it would be more accurate to say that you are riding your body. Just like when riding a horse, you have to bring your body in harmony with the body of your horse. To have a smooth ride, you have to bring harmony between you and your body in order to have a better life. So, the second thing that you are, without associating yourself with anything in the world, is that you are the rider of your body. Now, these two are attributes of you. But who you really are, if you are not anything, just you. In order to understand that, you have to understand how did you become you. So, the first thing that happened, that your body started to grow inside your mother's body. Then you came into this world and you started growing up in your family. At this stage of your life, you didn't even know that you exist. At the next stage of your life, you started to have a sense of your individuality, as it is inherent in your nature. Observe your environment and understand who you are. You automatically started to paying attention to your environment and what the people around you are doing. And then you started copying those behaviors that the people around you were demonstrating. Then you went through some high emotional experiences throughout your life, which became the defining moment of who you think you are. But throughout your life, you must have noticed that there is something in you that wants more, that gives you desires, that gives you dreams, goals, inspiration. Did you ever think what that is? Well, it is the answer to our original question. That is the real you. So, the you that you think you are is the personality that you have built of yourself by associating yourself with your environment and people. Now, this personality of you, which is made up of how you think, how you feel, and how you act, is a pattern that you gave to the universal intelligence within you. And it created your life according to that pattern. Just like Dr. Joe Dispenza always says, your personality creates your personal reality. Now, the you that you are experiencing here as a body in space and time is gonna be you as long as you are living in this body. In this life, you are a self-aware being having a physical experience through a body in an environment and in a particular time. But who you really are is way much grander. Now you have a soul, a source of your individual intelligence. It is your uniqueness and the source of your individuality. So, you are a consciousness who has a soul that gives you your uniqueness. Your soul is the original mold of you that God created of you with infinite potential within you. Your personality that you created by associating yourself with the physical world is the mold of you that you created as a free will being. So you and the divine intelligence that's within you is co-creating and co-experiencing your life as you. So when this experience is over, you as a consciousness reunite with your soul and look back at your life and see how you did it. Did you become what the source or God intended you to be? And after that, well, there are a lot of stories about what happens after that. But in truth, we cannot really know until we experience it ourselves. If you like the information that I share with you through this video, subscribe this channel and share this video. Thank you very much.